Hello everyone and welcome back to Prehistoric Kingdom. For those that have stuck around on the channel for a long time, you'll notice that I'm not using the usual intro. That's because I want to try different things as I do new playthroughs. How great is that? I'm open to learning. You can teach an old dog new tricks. Who'd have thunk it? Right. We're on a new world because the last world, the grass glitched out on the entranceway, and I had no idea how to fix it, and it looked pretty pants when I was messing around making a fountain just for fun. I've played this game just for fun, messing around with the prefabs, and I've learnt that you can't put water in a fountain sort of thing, so you've got to be creative with the splash effects. So, on that note then, we asked in the last episode, quite a few of you responded, we asked, what should I build? And quite a few of you responded, so if we go through them, the Big Barn Farm said, eat Tyrannosaur. Gladly. The Great Tote Master said, how about a fountain water feature / fancy planter inspired by the one around the JP Visitor Centre? I will have to check out the one around the JP Visitor Centre. It is something I will look at. Put a human in an enclosure, said the Couch Gaming. Now that's kind of funny. I think I might. Build your Minecraft house as a viewing platform for the Dryosaurus, then go nuts with what you would like to do inside the enclosure. Now, that was from The Frog. I believe you go on Twitter as Kermit, could be wrong. So, The Frog actually has a dinosaur YouTube channel as well, I believe. Let me just make sure it's the right account before I start linking people. I can't click on it on the app. I think it's them. If so, you should check them out. Vicente Amaro, once again, commenting, thank you for all your comments, Vicente. Try to make the T-Rex paddock to be like the one from Jurassic Park / World. Oh, there's a difference there. Which one? Jurassic Park or Jurassic World? Now, the highest rated comment comes from one of our biggest MVPs, which is Tyrannos Senpai. In fact, everyone I've mentioned so far has been MVP. I suggest an Argentinosaurus enclosure fit for 4 individual animals, which means it'll be pretty big, with a tropical theme using woods, bamboo and straw for buildings, including a shelter for dinosaurs, viewing galleries, and perhaps using a prefab viewing platform. I suggest making a waterfall or rocky lake in the centre with a few flowers and Norfolk pines. Good luck. That's a lot, Tyrannos. However, you are the highest rated, so we will give this a go. So we are going to be working on an Argentinosaurus enclosure. Now the question is, do I want it to be left, right, or centre? I think, personally, I'd like to branch out a bit to the left first. So let's go ahead and get ourselves an enclosure. As for the thing we're going to be using, a tropical bamboo fence. He did say tropical. Can you see through that? Hardly. And I know they're tall creatures, so you can see over them, but I don't really like the aesthetic of that. What about that? I mean, this is all in creative. We ain't got to worry about breakouts and stuff, and we'll make sure they're nice and happy, but I like this. Also, this could be a viewing platform, but they used it for entryway, which is kind of very interesting, actually. Especially as that is the entrance, and I could be building from the side. Ah, now that is a good point. I want it to go here, I'll probably have to path it off from there, and I need to do something here, maybe some fountains. Anyway, let's figure out which fence we're going to use first. No, I don't really like these. Modern wood. What about our metal fences? No. I must stress, they're really good models, it's just what I'm thinking of for the enclosure. I think I'll use that in the viewing platform. But for the rest, what about you? You're pretty industrial. Maybe? No? I think using this might be the way forward. There we go. Right, okay. So if I want it to go curved mode, we go like this. See? Oh, yeah. So what I'm thinking is just doing a perfect curve as much as we can. See? And, oh god, I've got to just zoom out a bit because I want it to be perfect curve of flat distance. Nailed it. Not really. But we'll live with it. And what we'll do is we'll just build out Oh, got a frog in my throat. Build out straight. And I say straight, it's not really that straight. We'll do it again. And oh no, it's not going to be quite big enough. It's too long as opposed to that. So where's the delete? Come back here. We need to come out a bit thicker than that, I would argue. So, but then it completely defeats this. Ah. Doop, doop, doop. Okay, go back. Maybe we just build like so. I think we're right against the edge here, which makes me happy. Oh, no, we can actually build a fence. Wait, what? When I did it in the previous world, I built around what we could build, and I couldn't build this far in, but seemingly it's not stopping me, which makes me unbelievably happy. So if you build a curve... Ah, it stopped now. It was working before, but I'm kind of glad it did stop, because otherwise that would have given me a false level of confidence to do it on the other side too. So what we'll do is we'll actually curve this out a bit now. Give them a nice big enclosure with some curves. How do I connect it? Perfect. There we go. It's a unique shape. Oh, I forgot to do something. Access weather menu. Do not use day-night cycle. Perfect. Not on a bit of a warm colour to it. Where's... There we go. No. About 6 PM. Perfect. Now, I'm losing my marbles. We are... So it's got to be tropical, with bamboo, wood, and straw for the buildings. So, if we want a viewing enclosure, first off, I should probably replace some of the glass. But before we do that, let's have a look at some of the prefabs. So, park infrastructure, what is this? No, guest facilities, that was it. So what are these? Kiosk, bathrooms, kiosk, visitor entrance? Oh. Is that what they have in here? Yes, it is. That's incredible. Okay. Where's the viewing thing? Is it here? Exhibits? Oh, the mini aviaries. I forgot we can do that. I probably should have started with something small like that, to be quite frank. Paths? No. I'm very happy with the wide selection of paths. We will definitely try and utilize those. These are animal houses, so that's fine. I don't remember where the viewing would be under, to be quite frank. Guest facilities. Surely it was around here somewhere. No. Modular pieces. No. Modular prefabs. Here we go. They'll be under here. So if we wanted a... Where's the viewing platforms? Come on. Also very happy with the animal shelters that are made out of rock. That's really freaking cool. You've also got a sauropod house, which we're probably going to need to use because these are big boys. Kiosk, Bronto, burger, kiosk, sweet tooth, blah, blah, blah. Where is it? Also, I love these bridges, but I don't know how they work. So, oh, like that. I wonder if guests will actively walk up to these, though. Because if they do, I have an idea. Now, hear me out on this. Probably not ideal for a sauropod enclosure, because you can... Well, they could walk into it, to be quite frank. But if I fenced it off to make sure that they didn't, this could be an amazing... Okay, yeah, we can work with that. What other types of bridges do we have, though? Because the one I've picked, it's got a lot of... maybe the bamboo one. Tropical. Perfect. That works. Now, where's my freaking viewing platform? Aha! A viewing tower. Amazing, right. Now, this is a prefab, so I should be able to... Do you see that fence at the top? I should be able to change that. Now, I do need to go back down, because we're no longer on the ground floor. There we go. Am I back on the ground floor again? Yes, we are. You know what? Get rid of you for a second. We're going to just go ahead and get rid of this, and that, and get rid of these, and that. Okay. Back to you. I do like the way this looks. It looks nice and tropical. So we're going to, I think we want to line it up with this, so perfect. It's floating slightly. And this is under the ground, so I need to toggle advanced editing, move it up slightly. Okay, perfect. If we don't look at that, it doesn't matter. But I can see it so clearly. That's so annoying. Right, let's just click the escape anyway. I wonder if guests can go up here. I honestly have no idea with the partway in the ground, but I guess we can find out when we open the park. So that is something to consider. There we go. Connected. Now, where's this gone? It is there. Right, okay, so we're just going to go ahead and connect. I think it's connected. That doesn't look very connected to me. It looks like an intersection has taken place, so we'll go ahead and get rid of. Build it again. Come to me, thank you. Right. Perfect. Now it's connected. The hell is that? See it? Oh, it's a line. Telling me what would be the straight way. Okay, cool. Now, I need to be very careful with this. So, edit group. Move. Nope. That's not what we wanted. We wanted this. Perfect. Delete. Delete. Nope. Control Z. Thank you. Right, and now these we're going to move. I need to probably drag it. Where has it gone? There. Cool. Right, okay, so we want it to be over here. Perfect. And then in this one, go ahead and grab you. And place you here. Amazing. That one is slightly lower. I did notice, don't worry. Oh god, I wish that colour would disappear though. There we go. So this is the precision I love. Look at this. And we're going under, so it's about here. Tick. Amazing. Right. So we have this. Now this is the fun part. This is where the fun begins. We're going to go back here. We're going to find ourselves this bridge. So we could, don't get me wrong, I know we're not making anything, actually making anything currently, but there will be plans, and I will probably need to build like support structures for this, so don't worry, I have got that planned. Right, okay. I don't know what just happened, but alright, let's keep going. So we want this to be... Stop doing that. What is happening? Thank you. There we go. Can I connect this like that? See if I need to do any more editing to the structure. Also, I probably do need to get rid of those as well, but I want to make it look like it's secure. Can I scale this? I am curious. No. Right. So the best thing about this is, though I can't get a great depth perception right now if this is connected or rotated correctly, if I go ahead and place this, I can then make any micro adjustments I need to with the tool. So this is actually currently a step up, and we don't want that. So we're going to go to Advanced Editing. Advanced Edit. Is it V? Oh, right, it probably is. Right, so this is actually currently a step, which we don't want. We want it to be in line. Now it's currently a step down, so a little bit higher. I would say that's about perfect, but we do need to move it over slightly. How about now? A little bit more. How about now? Oh my god. Camera, stop. It's not quite as a free camera as I'd hoped, but... because it keeps trying to zoom in on that, which I don't want. Right, okay. A little bit more. How about now? Okay. It has completely taken that out. It does need to go down a teensy bit. Oh, might have been a bit more than the teensy bit there, but let's have a look. No, it can go down a little bit more. Oh, now that's art. He says, looking at what can only be described as a terrifying structure. But if we have a look at this here, I think the really cool thing about this is obviously we can keep building stuff. I would love, maybe, I don't think I'm a massive fan of this. I don't think I am. So, let's go ahead and... Okay. Oh, I missed a bit. Nope. We want edit group, get rid of that. Perfect. And then I think I need to extend these a bit. So I see this rope. Can I copy it? Control C? That's why Control V now. No, it doesn't work. Oh, that's what happens. Duplicate selected pieces. Amazing, right. Okay, we're done with that. I just used a bit of duplicate with advanced editing, made it a lot easier. Now, we would like these guys. So, let's go ahead and copy, but duplicate with advanced editing so I can show you this. Look how amazing this is. And we just go to this one. Oh yeah, we'll press escape. Go to this piece. Duplicate with advanced editing. And Bob is your uncle. Escape. We have it. There we go. We have a freestanding bridge, which we will of course need to sort out. So I'm actually quite chuffed with this. Now, if I'd put it on a lower level, it wouldn't have been quite as thrilling as knowing you could literally just walk up here. It's kind of cool to the very top. Obviously, we'll put like trees around it, but we're also going to have to put something underneath to prevent them like meshing through and threatening the visitors, which, you know, apparently is a bad thing, but here we are. Right, now we want modular pieces. I want a chunk of wood, a wall pillar. So we've got wood, which is fine. But where is our tropical? We have bamboo. Right. And let's have a look quickly. Now, this is where the fun starts. So, I can't block this view, so I need to be smart about this. So let's go ahead and go to advanced editing. First and foremost, it needs to come in a bit more, go like this. So we're going to just raise it to the top, so I can just check something. So it cannot block the view, which it isn't currently. It's not quite there, it needs to come over a bit. So I see that, and just a little bit more, and tick. Perfect. It's going through that, but who cares? Here we go. Duplicate with advanced editing. God, I love that tool so much. Because then you can just build straight down from it, so that kind of works. And that is grand. Tick. And then we're going to come off. And guess what we're going to do now? Duplicate with advanced editing and just connect it perfectly. Hit pause, click escape. And guess what? Do it again. I think you're getting the picture. Now, how do I set this as a group? Which split from group. Duplicates, toggle. So if I go ahead and... It counts as the... It's counting it! Amazing! Oh, that makes me so freaking happy. Oh. Edit group. Perfect. So if I want to go ahead and copy... Now I can just move it along. I don't know if it's in a straight line. Guess we'll find out. Like, as in perfectly straight. It might be not, but it looks it. It looks like it's following this grade line perfectly, so that's cool. But we obviously have to work on the actual inside of the enclosure, so on and so forth. But I'm focusing on this right now. Call it a hyper-focus, call it what you will. It kind of needs to be focused on. What do we want to connect that's going to connect it to that, but also not block off the visibility in here? That is the question. That is indeed the question. Right, what prefab parts do we have? We have roofs, which I'm considering maybe having a thatch roof on top. and maybe bamboo, like this basically. So it's just going to maybe get rid of that and just drag this along. Might be the smart plan here, so we'll look at that, like the actual roof of it, afterwards. What is this? What does this look like? Okay, now come underneath, shift. Okay. What sort of object color are you? Roof material, modern. Sort of like a metal bar, but I don't want that tropical. Oh wow, so this can be turned into this. So I think personally, as this is part of a tropical and it fits in with that, we're going to use this as a structure. So that's perfect. Advanced editing, amazing. Right, so we want you to go, I would say, I want you across. Now I need to do some advanced editing, so scaling maybe, but rotation first, please. So perfect, tick. And then we want advanced editing again. And we're going to go ahead and connect you this time. Movement edit. Okay. So you are now here. We want the movement this way, I guess. Is it perfect as it is? No, it needs a bit more rotation. Where are we? I think it's a little bit over. There we go. Perfect. Right. It may needs scaling, but at the moment it needs to get moved. So advanced editing again. Both of you need to interlap, which you are. Grand. I am worried about the scaling because I want it to scale so that it reaches this part as well, but I don't think we will get that. So we'll find out if that happens. Because it will reach it, but it messes with the shape a little bit. So, as you can see, it's already gone a bit on the shape. So I think what we'll do is we'll descale it on that side a bit, and that side. I think now if I go to move it, get it connected, you are lapping in there. And maybe bring this closer again in here. So, oh, we are getting it into the wood, which is nice. Not on this side, though. Damn it. There we go. But unfortunately, it is only lapping on one side, which is a bit of a pain. However, it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be on a first glance. You look at it and you go, wow, it's connected. Right, so duplicate. No. Duplicate with advanced editing. Thank you. And then, so it's just above the thing, but there's no viewing platform on this one, so it's fine. I can just build it right on line with this. In fact, I could probably do that there as well, actually. It'd look nicer. Okay. Advanced editing. Let's set you down to about in line, which is nice. And then we're going to duplicate with advanced, and we'll do one more at the very tippy top. We go a little bit higher, I think, just a little bit, not too much. Perfect. Now, we have built that, so it looks like it's got supports, which awesome. I can obviously do something like that, but smaller on the ground. So if I go ahead and just show you what I mean. So if we build a thing, another one of those pillars, we can have these go round them, which I think would be really cool, and I also have on the ground, make it look like it's a bit more supported. So that's the plan, at least. So let's go ahead and go to advanced editing and move this over. That was the bad idea. Let's do it from the top. That was the idea. We're all together now. So duplicate with advanced editing, yes, and we're going to move you across. Where do we think? So if it started just before this one, I think if we start it just before this one, make it do every 2 or every 3. Every 3 seems like a smarter idea, just so I didn't have to make it look so, whatchamaflip, just consistent. Now, if we go ahead and click tick, escape, and then we want to duplicate with advanced editing, so that one had in between it 1, oh god, I'm getting stuck, 1, 2, and it was on the third one, so 1, 2, and it was on the third one. So here. It was about... It had a little bit of room before it. So, about there, I'd say. Maybe a little bit more back. About here. Perfect. And obviously we will build down. I do need to replicate it on the other side. Which is always going to be an experience, let's face it. Duplicate with advanced editing. So to do that... Okay, I can see just a little bit perfect. I think that is pretty damn close, in my humblest of opinions. And then duplicate it again. I think that's pretty damn close again. Very happy with that. Now, here's where the fun begins, because we obviously have to duplicate this, so on and so forth. But I am pretty chuffed with that so far. It does need a few more things, though. Also, this episode, I'm hoping to have cut it down quite a bit and taking out a lot of unnecessary stuff, but it's still going to be pretty long. And that's the goal with this series, just spending as much time as possible, you know, making things pretty with cutting quite a bit, so you don't have to constantly deal with it. But at the same time, I also want you guys to see a lot of the process, so that if you ever want to replicate something or you see something that I do and you go, oh, that's kind of handy, that's my goal, you know? Like, I don't know, I was about to say Bob Ross, but that's not really it. So let's go ahead and get you done. So duplicate with advanced editing. Get as far down as I can, make it a little bit easier on myself. Oh, wait, no. This one had thing. To be fair, like when you're building stuff like this, people aren't really paying attention to the minutiae, but it's quite nice to have. Duplicate. And with this one, how did we do this? We had another one right here, so it's like that. Perfect. This is going to be a long day. Right. This one, I'm just going to drag it all the way down. And then duplicate again, and just get it a little bit further, you know. Wow, imagine if I did it like this, but no. Just get it like that. Now duplicate. This one I'm pretty sure was like this. Now that one was duplicated. That's editing, and it was like here. Oop. Perfect. We have our 3 different things. Now I could do this around the outside, sort of pull them together, but I don't think that this makes sense here because it's keeping it sturdy. Around these, we would need something different. I'm not quite sure what. I do like the idea of using these. So we may. I don't want to do it around the 2 of them. I want it around the 1 of them. So if we have a look quickly, we're going to use advanced editing. Obviously, we need to move it across first, so it's pretty centered. How centered are you? Not quite centered. I would argue that's pretty damn close to being centered. Maybe a little bit more this way, and boom. Now, go back to the advanced editing, and we are going to scale it. This is where it becomes a pain. It is a rectangle. So now we need to come across here. Perfect. Now, we want it to be nice and tight, so like that. Boom, and then we're going to go ahead and go back to the advanced editing so that I can move it. Oh, no. That was the scaling again. Advanced editing, we want the movement edit, thank you. Right. I want it perfect. So, how does that look? It's pretty close, but it can get scaled even more. It needs to be just like perfectly on it. Come on. Back to advanced editing. This is still scaling, right? Yep, perfect. Okay. I know there's a little bit of room on that side, so I'm just going to go back to the movement and move it. Oh, that looks about right. That does look about right. Okay. I think we have our platform. So let's start at the very bottom. So advanced editing. directional. We're going to place you right at the ground. There we go. Perfect. I don't know how I'm going to make this look even more secure, to be quite frank. But we'll figure that out. I'm thinking maybe some like bamboo cross sections in between. That'll be kind of handy. In the meantime, though, duplicate with advanced editing and drag you up a bit. I think. So if we want to cover up, so it needs to be about the same height for each. So if we go to about here, because I have to replicate this on all of them, which is going to be a pain. Just getting it to the right level. Think about here. And then, you know what would have been smarter? Trying to line it up with that, you know? So, I have no idea how I would do that. Oh, dear me, right. Tell you what, they've all got consistently this. Alright, so if we go consistency-wise up to here, and just cover it at the very tippy top, and what I can do, I really like the effect it's having on that, it looks quite nice, is copy. Oh, that's not what I wanted, it's copying that, which is kind of cool because we can copy this and move it over and over and over, which would be really handy. Duplicate, edit group. So duplicate with advanced editing. And we want it about halfway between the two, right? A bit higher, I'd say. Yeah, that'll do. Now, if I'd have been smart, what I'd have done is copied this whole pillar platform and then move it over, and that would have been smarter. Instead, what we've got to work with is... oops. Thank you. Duplicate, thank you. Instead, what we've got to work with is this. Oh, interesting. This is a little bit further forwards, but it looks a bit. Oh well. If it works, that's all that matters. It won't be perfect anyway. You know, people don't build perfectly. Boom. So we can keep the same consistent height. This is why I love this game. Obviously, when you're building modular stuff, it's just so intricate, but you can get it down to the minutiae, and that's what makes this game so freaking good for creative types and stuff like that, and you can just really have fun. And I am genuinely having fun just doing all this small stuff. It seems crazy, but it just is. It's a lot of fun. And now we're on to the, I don't know what it's called, not an awning, support structure. We'll go with that. Alright, so it needs to go this way and go across a bit. And then, I was thinking, oh, what if I just build it straight up? And but nah, that's not what we want. We want it to be rotated. So this is going to be an experience and a half. So, oh, wrong way. Control Z. Oh, I got rid of it completely. Totally what I meant to do. 4 meters. Thank you again. Come back to me. Advanced editing. Right. There we go. Perfect. So I'm just going to go ahead and get it at an angle. Tick. And then we're going to go ahead and go back to advanced editing. Go to the movement. Oh god. This is I wish we kept the same axis even if it was rotated. That is my one biggest concern. So we want this to be... I don't know how we want this, to be quite frank. Let's go ahead and scale it, actually. So, I want this longer. Like so. Even longer. That's a bit too long, I think. About here, and then I can move it again. I guess I'm moving it this way. I don't know if I like that. Ow. I don't know. I want to cross hatch it though, but it won't look natural. I don't know. We will roll with it for now. This is the one that I've been least, what's the word I'm looking for? Prepared for. I don't think I'm ready for this, to be quite frank, or I don't think it's one that I'm a massive fan of in concept yet. So if we cross-section it, that looks about perfectly rotated. Let's just move it up a bit. Like that. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and go to our movement. And we want it to come back this way. But to come back this way, it's going to go up. So I have to do this. Also, then it just doesn't feel the same, you know? It just doesn't feel the same. I think it needs to be rotated a bit more. Yeah, right, so let's just go ahead and tick it off here. Rotate. So it looks like when you click advanced, duplicate with advanced, it just sort of keeps doing it every time you click tick. It just creates a new one, which is kind of interesting because it allows you to make a save point, if you will. Which is kind of cool. But there we go. I don't hate that. I do not hate that at all, in fact. What I do hate is when it comes to advanced editing it, if I want a copy, so if we go ahead and go to duplicate advanced editing, if I want a copy, so movement, and to go up, it's just going to do this. Which means I then have to come back over here and bring it back down. And as we can see, it's now through that. But if I go right to the edge, like so, where is it? When does it start coming out? Here. Right, okay. It's starting to come out already. Don't like that. But it's kind of lapping in anyway, so that's fine. Just don't want too much of it coming out. And I need to go to scaling. And I need to bring it down a bit. God, getting a... come on. There we go. There we go. Is it scaled through now? Is it fine? Let's have a look. Oh, God. I need to go a little bit more up. Is it through? Nope. Right, about there. Perfect. We now have this cross-section. And what I'm going to do is just duplicate it from here. Perfect. I would say so. Tick. That is something. I should probably connect to the ground as well, so duplicate with advanced editing. Now, I'm thinking of a sort of pole that goes all the way through the middle, so like a bamboo pole. I'm not sure which part I was on now. I've lost it. Here we go. Right. A thick pole is probably the way forward. As much as I want to use the thin, I think a thick is probably the smart option here. Now I'm going to go ahead and duplicate with advanced editing. My God, there is just so much to this. Let's go ahead and get it all the way through until I see the top and just bring it down a little bit. Perfect. And then boop, duplicate with advanced editing. Just drag it up until we're at the top. I think that's about the top, right? Yeah, a little bit higher. Is it visible through this? Not yet, because it's a thick bit of wood. Lovely. And it kind of looks like, I don't know, a secret society symbol, but it also looks like, well, that, a secret society symbol. I kind of like it. Kind of like the way it is. Obviously, I don't think it makes sense in real life. It's not quite a support structure, but hey, I like it. Replicating it is going to be a freaking nightmare. So I don't think I'm going to do that in this episode. This is already like an hour long, and I have to cut this down. I really hope I turn off the camera, otherwise the black bar's been down in there the whole time. I really hope I have. Anyway, I think this is a great place to end the video. I am going to save the game, so we don't lose what we've got. See, a whole new world. If you have enjoyed today's video and you are excited to see where I go with this, I'll probably do a little bit of off-camera stuff just to replicate what I've done here on the other side. Otherwise, it will be painful for all of you to have to watch that. Then make sure you do smash the like button down below. If you haven't already subscribed to Vertico video, it's super duper appreciate it. My name's Vertico. You can call me V. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a nice day, and ta-ra!